All right, the first thing I want to do is get rid of any of your misconceptions you have about practicing yoga. If you've been practicing forever and you're like, I don't need this video, feel free to skip to the next one. If you're just starting out, this is actually really important because I hear so many reasons why people are like, well, I can't practice yoga because I'm not flexible enough, I'm not strong enough, I don't have enough balance, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the case may be, that's just an excuse. That's actually why you practice yoga. You don't say, well, I'm too dirty to shower today. It's, wow, I'm covered in mud, I really should shower. So, hey, I'm not really flexible, I should practice yoga. So that's definitely one of the things that we want to clear up. I hear it all the time. I also hear a lot, well, I tried yoga once and I didn't like it. Totally fair. I've done yoga practices I don't like. There are tons of different styles of yoga. There's tons of different teachers, the way they talk during their class, the way they talk about their poses. You just have to find something that's going to vibe with you. I do think that there is a type of yoga for everyone. You just have to find what it is. You have to figure out what you want from your yoga. If you want something that's more of a workout and you go to a yin class, you're going to be really disappointed because yin yoga is more restorative. It's about stretching your connective tissues. It's not about getting a high intensity workout. So finding those right styles of yoga can sometimes be tricky, but I just always say keep plugging away at it. Hopefully you like this style. Obviously that's why you're here, so I really am looking forward to doing this practice and these workshop videos with you. Also, one other thing to know is pose names. I've heard that kind of excuse before a lot too, like, well, I don't know the yoga pose names, I'll never make it through the class, I'll have no idea what I'm doing. Well, that's kind of the point. No one knew what they were doing when they started. And if you hear a pose name and you're like, wow, I'm not really familiar with that, look at what the teacher's doing. Obviously in this case, it'll be looking at your computer or whatever screen you're using. If you do go to a public class, you can look around at some of your classmates, not to judge yourself against them. Yoga is not a competition between you and whoever you're practicing with, whether you know them or not. Yoga is about you going internal and going through your journey, but you can look at people in the classroom to see, oh, hey, I'm not quite sure what that pose is, and look around, especially if the teacher is walking around giving instructions instead of demonstrating, that's a good way to see what's going on. So whatever kind of misconceptions you have, excuses you've had in the past, anything like that, just disregard them. Hopefully you looked at the PDF that had all of the benefits of yoga listed from the previous video. If not, go back and definitely do that. That's why you want to practice yoga. So even though there are kind of reasons that people come up with for why they haven't yet, why they don't, you want to overcome them because there's tons of benefits to yoga, and we're going to get so many of those benefits with how we're going to build our practice. So look forward to seeing you on the mat. Let's get a little bit more into it, shall we?